Welcome all my dear students to Sudharma's physics classroom. Today we are going to learn the mirror formula and sign conventions from the chapter Reflection of Light. In previous classes we have already discussed about the concave mirror, convex mirror and the ray diagrams. So hope all of you are very thorough with the position of the object and the position of the image and their characteristics. Now we are going to know how do we calculate the focal length of a mirror, how do we calculate the magnification of the image. Hope you remember the magnification we used to write it is highly enlarged, diminished, same size, right? So what is the meaning of all these things? So that's what we are going to investigate today. So the mirror formula is very simple. Mirror formula is 1 by f is equal to 1 by u plus 1 by v. So you know focal length, right? F is the focal length. U is the object distance. Very important. U is the object distance and V is the image distance. Don't interchange it. U is the object distance and V is the image distance. Okay. So when you say object distance and image distance, object distance means the distance of the object from the pole of the mirror. Image distance means distance of the image from the pole of the mirror. So formula looks very simple, right? 1 by F is equal to 1 by U plus 1 by V. Now, we're going to see what is magnification. So, this is the formula for magnification. What do you mean by magnification? When I say the object is at C, the image is at center of curvature itself for a concave mirror, right? So, there the magnification is 1. That means it is of equal size. The object and the image are of equal size. But when the object was at the focus, we saw that the image is at infinity and it is highly enlarged, right? So, that highly enlarged, right? That means the magnification is going to be very large. That means it is going to be greater than 1. So how do you calculate the magnification? Magnification, we have two formulae. One is magnification is equal to hi by ho. Hi is the height of the image. That is why I have written hi. Okay, height of the image divided by height of the object. You can easily understand it from this notation, right? Hi represents height of the image and ho represents height of the object. Another formula, if you have only the object distance and image distance, you can calculate magnification using the formula m equals minus v divided by u. So these are the three important formulae we have to know. Now, how do we apply? It's not that really easy to apply this formula and calculate. We know 1 by f equals 1 by u plus 1 by v. It looks quite easy. But we have to follow certain rules when we apply the values in this formula. So that comes under the Cartesian sign conventions, new Cartesian sign conventions. What do you mean by Cartesian sign conventions? As I said, 1 by f is equal to 1 by u plus 1 by v. We have to put some particular signs for object distance and image distance and even height of the image and height of the object. So, according to this Cartesian sign convention, see, listen, this is very important. Only if you know the sign conventions, you will be able to solve the problems in optics. So there is an advantage also if you learn this sign conventions here in mirrors, in lenses, it's the same sign convention. It's going to be really easy for you. So as per the sign conventions, we will be measuring the distance from the pole of the mirror. That's mandatory. And in the previous class, when I was drawing all the ray diagrams, no matter it is a concave mirror or convex mirror, I was drawing the reflecting surface facing towards the left side, right? Object was always kept on the left side. That doesn't mean I cannot keep an object on the right side. Definitely, if an object is on the right side and the reflecting surface is facing that side, reflection will take place. But when we are following a rule, right? The whole class or the entire world, when they learn optics, they have to follow this particular pattern. So that is why there is a particular rule and the sign conventions here. Okay. So we have to measure the distance from the pole of the mirror. So the first thing is distances are measured considering the pole of the mirror as the origin of the coordinate system. So as per our understanding, we know the Cartesian coordinates, right? X and Y axis. I'm just saying this is very simple. You can understand it very easily. We have X and Y axis. So this is positive x-axis, this is negative x-axis, right? This is positive y-axis and this is negative y-axis. And this is the origin of the coordinate system. So we know when you move towards right side, it is positive. When you move towards left side, it is negative, right? When you move above, it is positive. When you move below, it is negative. So this is a basic thing you know. According to the Cartesian axis, right? And when you take the position coordinate of a particle, you will be saying, okay, say for example, if I'm saying this is the position, so this is going to be x, y. If the position is this, then it is going to be x minus y, right? So that is a symbol we represent. That is how we represent the position. So here we don't have to represent any position for any object or image. We just need the distance. Okay, so those measured to the right from O are positive and those in the opposite direction are negative. So imagine you are keeping a mirror at the origin of the coordinate system. Whatever measurements you're going to do towards right side, right? Distance towards right side has to be taken as positive. Whatever distance you're going to measure towards the left side has to be taken as negative. Then height above the principal axis is positive, height below the principal axis. See, when you are drawing a real image, it will be always inverted. So if you are measuring the height below the or the length below the principal axis, then it is negative. How do you memorize this? Never by heart these things. You know, below this, below the x-axis, right? That is a negative y-axis. So we know that it is to be measured in negative value. Okay. So these are the Cartesian sign conventions. So we have to measure we have to consider the pole of the mirror as the origin. Those measured to the right of O are positive. Distances measured from the x-axis are positive, and those two downwards are negative. The incident ray is to be considered as traveling from left to right. Very, very important. Always we have to keep the object on the left side of the mirror. That means the reflecting surface has to be towards, it should be facing the left side. So hope it is clear to all of you. So these are the sign conventions diagram. Again, I'm repeating because it's very, very, very important topic. So only if you understand, you will be able to solve the questions. Okay, so you will realize it when I give you the questions. Okay, so there is no question paper in grade 10 without the numerical from mirrors. Okay, so concave and convex mirrors. So height upward positive, height downward negative, towards right positive, towards left negative. Always remember we are measuring the distance from the pole. Okay, now let's try to explain for concave and convex mirrors what are the sign conventions I have to put for the magnification and the object distance, right? Because we have different types of images for concave and convex mirrors. So let's talk about concave mirror first. Concave mirror. So what are the parameters we have related with the concave mirror? We have the object distance, image distance, focal length, radius of curvature, magnification, right? Object distance, object is always kept on the left side of the mirror. So if you have any doubt, I'm here to clarify it. So this is how we have to draw a diagram, right? So this is the pole, object on the left side. No matter where the position is, it can be at the focus, it can be beyond C, it can be between C and F, no problem. But anyway, we are going to keep it on the left side. So this is the object distance, right? We have to measure this distance. This is the object distance. So we have to, as per the sign conventions, we have to measure it from the pole of the mirror. So from the pole. So when you are measuring it from the pole, I have to keep the zero of the scale at the pole, then measure it towards left, then that is negative. So no matter which mirror you are taking, object distance is always negative according to Cartesian sign convention. Now comes the image distance. Image distance we have to think because there are different types of images formed by a concave mirror. So all the real images are on the left side. So image distance will be negative for real images. And uh, if it is a virtual image, it will be here, right? If it is a virtual image, it will be formed on the other side or on the right side. So image distance will be positive for virtual images. Okay. Concave mirror focal length is negative. It is by sign convention. Concave mirror focal length is negative. And radius of curvature, definitely it is on the left side, so it is again negative. When it comes to the magnification, again there are two categories. When magnification, if it is a real image, magnification is negative. Real image magnification is negative. How it comes as negative? Because if it is a real image, it's always inverted. That means one object above the principal axis, image is below the principal axis, right? So for magnification negative, if you see magnification negative, that is going to be a real image. If the magnification is positive, then it is a virtual image. Okay. Now let's move on to the convex mirror part. Convex mirror, object distance, definitely it is negative because object is always on the left side of the mirror, right? This is how we draw a convex mirror diagram. So this is the pole object in front of the mirror. So here comes our focal length and the center of curvature, all those things, right? So convex mirror, we have seen convex mirror always produce a virtual image. That means on the right side of the mirror. So there is no question of real and virtual images in the case of convex mirror. So image distance is always positive. Focal length, as per sign convention, focal length of a convex mirror is positive. You can see it is on the right side, right? And even radius of curvature is also positive. Magnification, convex mirror always produce a virtual image. So for any virtual image, the magnification is positive. Okay. So these are the sign conventions and the signs for concave and convex mirror. I repeat, never by heart these things. Understand and write it, apply that in the questions. That is the only way. Understand how to apply the signs. Okay, I explained it. If you are not clear, again pause the video or go back to the explanation again, repeat it and learn it. Okay, until and unless you are clear with that, you will not be able to solve the question. Now let's analyze this diagram. We are going to apply this, whatever we have learned now, we are going to apply it on this diagram. We have a diagram given here. There is an object, right? Definitely it is beyond the center of curvature. Image is formed between C and F. So we have a table below that. We have to find out already they have given distance of the object from the mirror. Object distances. See, you measure it from the mirror to the object, that is shown as 60 centimeter. It is on the left side, so negative 60. Distance of image from the mirror. Image distance, right? Image distance is given as 20 centimeter. Now you think what sign I have to put here. Image is on the left side of the mirror, so it is a negative sign. Focal length. What is the focal length? Focal length is 15 centimeter. As per sign conventions, concave mirror focal length is negative. Radius of curvature, when the focal length is 15, r is equal to 2 times the focal length. We have already learned this formula. So radius of curvature is going to be 2 times 15, that is 30. And again it is on the left side, so it is minus 30. Height of the object, that is above the principal axis, so it is positive. And height of the image is 4 centimeter. So 4 centimeter is found below the principal axis. So below the principal axis, it is negative. Done. So we have already applied. We know how to apply the signs if a diagram is given. Now in the numerical, how we are going to apply the formula. One more point, when it comes to the unit of magnification, we know focal length we express in centimeters, object distance and image distance normally we express in centimeters. Okay, but magnification doesn't have any unit because it is a ratio of two similar quantities. Magnification is hi by ho, both it is height, right? And otherwise it is minus v by u. That's again ratio of two similar quantities. Now carefully observe how I'm going to solve this question. Okay. When an object is placed in front of a concave mirror, it's a concave mirror. That's important. Identifying the mirror is important. At a distance of 30 centimeter. When an image is obtained on a screen, it is obtained on a screen. So immediately our mind should read it as real image. Okay. At a distance of 20 centimeters from the mirror. Find the focal length of the mirror. So object distance is given as 30 centimeter. Object distance is always negative. Image distance is given as 20 centimeter. It is obtained on a screen. On a screen, that means it is a real image. When it is a real image distance is negative. Okay. So V is equal to minus 20 centimeter. So what is to be calculated? Focal length. It's a direct question. So 1 by F is equal to 1 by U plus 1 by V. 1 by minus 30 plus 1 by minus 20. So that is equal to minus 1 by 30 plus minus 1 by 20. So LCM is 60. Right? So LCM is 60. So minus 2 plus minus 3. So we are getting minus 5 divided by 60 or minus 1 by 12. See, this is 1 by F. So focal length F is equal to reciprocal of this. That's going to be minus 12 centimeter. See, we are getting the value automatically as a negative sign, with a negative sign, right? So another important thing when we solve the questions, we have to keep in mind, even though we know this is a concave mirror, we know its focal length is negative. Don't put that sign initially. You can put the sign of the quantities given in the question. What is to be calculated, will be getting the value with the proper sign. Okay, it automatically comes. See, I haven't put the sign for focal length as negative here. Finally, answer, I am getting it as negative. That shows it is a concave mirror. So why I'm saying this? Normally, sometimes they ask what type of a mirror it is. They give some characteristics and they ask what type of mirror it is. So in that case, we have to check the sign. Then only we can say which type of mirror it is. Okay. Now let's move on to the next question. An object is placed in front of a concave mirror 20 centimeter away from it. So object is placed in front of a concave mirror 20 centimeter away from it. That means object distance is minus 20 centimeter. If its focal length is 40 centimeters, it's a concave mirror, right? Concave mirror. Focal length is 40. For concave mirror, focal length is minus 40. Okay, it's a negative sign. So minus 40 centimeter. Locate the position of image and its nature. This is another important type of question. We have to identify the nature. So first of all, let's find out the position of the image. Position of the image means image distance. So our formula is 1 by F is equal to 1 by U plus 1 by V. So 1 by V is equal to 1 by F minus 1 by U. So what is 1 by F? We have to put the proper sign. Always remember to put the proper sign. 1 by F is equal to minus 1 by 40 minus 1 by minus 20. So this is going to be minus 1 by 40 plus 1 by 20. So 1 by V is equal to 40 is the LCM. So this is going to be minus 1 plus 2, right? So it's going to be 1 by 40. So V is equal to 40 centimeter. I'm getting the value of image distance as a positive. V is positive. When V is positive, that means it is on the right side of the mirror. So when the image is formed on the right side of the mirror, it is a virtual image. Okay, so this is how we identify the nature. It's a virtual image. What type of nature it is? Virtual image. Okay. What about the magnification? M is equal to minus V by U. When we explain nature, we have to explain all the characteristics. It's a virtual image. Minus of V. What is V? V is 40. U is minus 20. See, I'm putting the bracket so that I don't miss any of these signs. Okay. So 40 by 20 is 2. 2 negative signs are there, so that cancels and I'm getting 2. Oh, so this is when the magnification is greater than 1. This is greater than 1. So this is magnified image. So what is the nature of the image now? It's a virtual magnified image, virtual image and magnified image. This is how we identify the nature. Okay. So we have to check whether the magnification is greater than 1 or less than 1. If you see some value like 0.2, 0.5, etc., then it is going to be diminished image. Okay. Moving on to the next question. When an object of height 6 centimeter is placed in front of a concave mirror, so again concave mirror, hope we'll get some convex mirror questions, right? When an object of height 6 centimeter is placed in front of a concave mirror, so object distance is minus 6 centimeter. Object of height, I'm sorry. Object of height, this is object height, right? It's not object distance. Object of height, height of the object is 6 centimeter. Object distance is minus 10 centimeter. An image is obtained 16 centimeter away. So V is equal to 16 centimeter. We have to see what type of image it is away on the same side. Same side means again it is negative. Find the height of the image and magnification. We have to find the height of the image. Here they didn't ask any focal length, right? So magnification, what is magnification formula? Minus V by U. This is the advantage of having two formulae. Minus V by U. Minus of V. V is minus 16. U is minus 10. So minus of. So this is going to be minus 1.6. Right? Magnification is minus 1.6. So here minus represents a real image. 1.6 which is greater than 1. That shows it is a magnified image. Okay. Now we have another formula. M is equal to height of the image divided by height of the object. So height of the image is to be calculated, that is equal to magnification into height of the object. Magnification is minus 1.6. Height of the object is positive 6. So this is going to be minus 9.6 centimeter. So this is height of the image. So we have to write the unit, that is centimeter. Only magnification doesn't have any unit. Okay. Question. An object is placed 8 centimeter away from in front of a concave mirror of focal length 5 centimeter. Object distance is 8 centimeter minus 8 centimeter. It's a concave mirror, so focal length is again minus 5 centimeter. Find out the position of image and magnification. Find out whether the image is inverted or erect by drawing the ray diagram on graph paper. So first of all, let's calculate what is the image distance, right? So otherwise, we can even we can find out what type of positions it is. The object distance is minus 8. Focal length is minus 5. So 2 times focal length, 2 times focal length, R is equal to 2 times focal length, that is equal to minus 10 centimeter. So what is the position here? Object between C and F, right? So this is how we identify. Object distance is 8, image distance not given, focal length is minus 5. So let's calculate the image distance because we have to draw the ray diagram. So first we identified that which diagram we have to draw. It's object between C and F. Okay. So 1 by F is equal to 1 by U plus 1 by V. So 1 by V is equal to 1 by F minus 1 by U. 1 by V is equal to 1 by F minus 1 by 5 minus of minus, it becomes plus. Now you are expert on doing this, that is why I am directly writing it. So LCM is going to be 40. So minus 8 plus 5. So this is going to be minus 3 by 40, or V is equal to minus 40 divided by 3 centimeters. Now, magnification. M is equal to minus V divided by U. Minus V, minus of V. V is minus 40 by 3. U is minus 8. So, this is going to be inside the bracket, negative sign cancels. So, minus 40 by 3 into 8. So, magnification is going to be minus 5 divided by 3. So minus 5 by 3, that is again greater than 1. It's going to be a real magnified image. Definitely object between C and F. You know this is Object between, when object is between C and F, image will be beyond C and it is a real magnified image, right? So you have to draw in a graph sheet, you have to draw the ray diagram for object between C and F. I'm not drawing it again because already we have discussed this in the previous class. So in that, what you have to do is you have to mark the object distance. So you are not going to measure these distances. You will be worried how you're going to put this 40 by 3, right? No need to worry. You're going to draw an object between C and F. Going to draw the image character. You trace the ray diagram, then mark the distance. Okay, you don't have to measure exactly 8 centimeter or 40 by 3. So you are going to write, okay, object distance. The distance between the pole and the object is 8 centimeter. Distance between the pole and the image is minus 40 by 3. And you have to even mark focal length at 5 centimeter. That is how you're going to draw a ray diagram when it comes along with the numerical. So all the values should be marked. See, ray diagrams alone will be asked in the exam, that you can draw whatever we have practiced in the previous class. If it comes along with the numerical, that means normally it will be for 5 marks. In the final exam, it comes for 5 marks. Okay. So in that you have to plot the ray diagram. You have to draw the ray diagram, then mark the values as per the question. Okay. So that's all for today. In the coming class, we will be discussing more and more questions. We have to do convex mirrors questions, right? So more practice is definitely required on this mirror formula and the Cartesian sign conventions. So I'm winding up the class for today. So if you are watching this channel for the first time, please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon for more updates on the classes. Every week I'm uploading 2 classes. So I'm covering all the text back exercises, okay, in detail. So if you have not watched the videos of this chapter before, I will be giving you the link in the description box. So what you have to do is start learning from the beginning, because in between, if you see the classes, there is no use, right? See here, I have given you the formulae and the numerical. Actually, you should be knowing what is the ray diagram, what are the positions and characteristics. So if you don't know that, go back and watch the videos. So all the links will be given in the description box. Go check it and watch all the videos, learn and come back and do these questions. Okay. So even the chapter is also done now. Okay. The reflection of light portion is done. So more and more questions will be awaiting you. So get ready to practice it. Read the textbook and come for more practice. So more practice questions I'll be uploading in the coming week. Okay. So thank you for watching. Bye.